1. Hey, everybody. We got a big thunderstorm that developed this evening into Fairfax and kind of crept over into Montgomery County. Now it's back built, and it's a monster storm. I'm kind of concerned about water rescues because rainfall rate's over 1.5 to 2 inches per hour, and it's not moving anywhere. It's just not going anywhere. So let me send you over to the graphics here, and we'll talk about where the storm is now and some of the dangers. They continue to expand and extend these severe thunderstorm warnings. So we have a severe thunderstorm warning for DC, Fairfax, and Montgomery 8:15, and that's this warning right here with the arrow. And then there's another warning back for Fairfax and Montgomery till 8:15. So now we have two new warnings. So I'm going to take away, I'm going to loop this and show you that in the last 2 hours, it just isn't going anywhere. It is kind of back built, extended back into Fairfax and even parts of Loudoun County across the bend in the river there. Be patient. I'm going to get your questions on my phone, but it may take a while to connect. So just I'll go through some stuff and then you guys can ask questions. But if you have any pictures or know of any damage, tag us WSA9 Weather or send it to us, because I got to believe, I'm mainly concerned about flooding with this storm because it just hasn't moved much. I mean, over the past 2 hours, that's not a lot of movement. You know, storms usually move 30, 40, 50 miles an hour this time of year. These are moving 8 miles an hour, so not good. Into Montgomery County now. Okay, so there we are. Okay, so now we're going to get some questions here. Hey, Phyllis from Winchester, how you doing? Marine, will it hit Leonardtown? Probably not. I don't think it's going to go that far south. All right, so there's the looping thing. And I'm going to take away a couple of layers just to sort of make it a little bit easier for us. There's the most current image right now. So there's your heavy rain. So we'll do a couple things. We'll take these off. We'll take the warnings. Well, you can leave the warnings on for a minute. And we'll take the sweeping radar off. So we'll zoom out a little bit. So we've got, you know, some lightning here. 48 strikes last 10 minutes, especially out River Road, Falls Road, 270. So that's a lot of lightning. So, you know, that means that you have to obviously get indoors and stay away from windows. I'll take this off, and I'm going to take off the warnings now and the lightning. And I want to show you something called hail tracks. And this is one reason that I think the Weather Service went for a warning on this. So this is some hail tracks here, out River Road, across the river into Deanwood in Fairfax County. Some of the hail pretty big, 1.6 inches, 1.5 inches south of Georgetown Pike, 1.7 inches. So this has been a mess if folks are trying to get home out 190 River Road, out Route 7, out Georgetown Pike 193, or even in the toll road. That's where the hail tracks have been. Melinda, it's been a slow mover. Yeah, almost 30 minutes. Do you have any flooding in Rockville, Melinda? Natasha, Bowie, it might creep over to Bowie. It's going to take an hour and a half to get over there, but yes, it might. The dog is going bonkers. Sorry, Doris. Yeah, Connecticut and Veers Mill, you guys have been really hammered with this storm. I mean, no doubt about that. I mean, look at this. So it just hasn't moved. It extends now up into Laurel, up to 95 and 95 toward Baltimore. But this is quite a storm, and it's just sneaking in the district here. Thank you, Maureen. Appreciate it. Nothing in Lithconium yet? No, probably not. Although it will be, I think it will get up there. Susanna, Aspen Hill area. Aspen Hill area is a mess. I mean, there's Wheaton, there's 97. I'm worried about flooding in Beach Drive. If you go out Connecticut here and you keep going, it's not as bad when you get to Veers Mill Road now, but if I loop it, boom, hammer time now, a little bit of a break. So it's a little bit better, Randolph Hills, Connecticut and Randolph Road. Nothing in Germantown at 7:45. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, it's past. It was up at you a while ago. If I loop it, boom, 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 and then it moved, drifted south. It seems to be drifting more east-southeast now. Okay, we took care of the Aspen Hill thing. Bowie, I think, Natasha, will get to Bowie eventually. Yes, I do. Calvert County, probably not, Stacy. I don't think so. I just don't think it's going to get quite that far south, although it has really been a look how big it is now. That's ridiculous. I mean, it extends almost to Baltimore, back to Virginia, Maryland border. It's 33 miles. It's a pretty big storm. And I don't want to forget our friends, by the way. We also have warnings out here, or we did at one time. I guess they're no longer anymore. Let me see. Yeah, they're still on there. Nope. Okay, you guys are clear of the warning now. But you guys had a warning out here in Jefferson, and that was a heavy storm. It's actually some reports of flooding too. Heavy rain still in Sharpsburg, and that's going to kind of drift along 15 toward Frederick. Okay. Renegade storm up near Mount Airy. And by the way, I think we do this all over again tomorrow, but I think we'll have more widespread activity. So there are the warnings. Okay, essentially, boom, D.C., Montgomery, Fairfax, Loudoun, you're done with the storm. It's cleared you. It has mainly the southern half of Montgomery County in the district. I think this will get over to Prince George's. Will it stay severe? I don't know, but I'd prepare for heavy rain in Bowie, and I'd prepare for some heavy rain out Powder Mill Road in that area, College Park. Yeah. Yeah, well, Stephanie just talked about Prince George's County. So yeah, I think it will get over there, mainly northern Prince George's County. I would say kind of 50 north maybe. And then coming to D.C., yes, Chelsea, how are you? But right now it's just on the very part of northern D.C. How far south this is going to get? May get to Howard University. Technically, you're out of the severe thunderstorm warning, but it could get to Howard University. It may get to Georgetown. It's just meandering. It has no, I'll loop it again, it has no steering current to go anywhere. That's why it's such a dangerous storm in terms of flooding. There is an aerial flood warning in effect also for much of Montgomery and Fairfax County. That's the green box, and that means streams and rivers and low-lying areas are flooding. Please don't cross a flooded street by car or by foot, please. It's just simply not worth it. So I'm going to give you the newest picture. Here's the newest image, and we'll zoom back out, kind of get our bearings. Still a pretty good storm west of Frederick, but not severe anymore. These are the two. This is the storm that's caused the warnings. So the district, Fairfax, Montgomery, that's this box until 8:15, and Fairfax, Montgomery, that's this. Although I got to tell you, this warning I think is now kind of bogus out here, because if you look, there's nothing going on in there. That's pretty much over, okay? And that is this warning, okay? This warning is still okay. I mean, it has much of Montgomery County, a little bit of Fairfax, and also the District of Columbia in it. So that warning I agree with. The other warning is pretty much gone, and that happens. It's moved away out of Fairfax. So essentially just Montgomery County, and then southern parts of Fairfax, a little sliver of Fairfax under the warning. But for the most part, this is Montgomery County and D.C. right now. Okay, anything else going? Let's see. Let me go back up here. Hey, fellas. Okay, we took care of that. Getting hammered in Laurel, yeah, I bet you are. Lightning in Hagerstown and Rainbow. Larry, that's nice. Okay, that's nice. 8:15. So these two warnings are still in effect. That is a big, big storm. I mean, that's just a big storm right there. I'm going to loop this. I think I can loop it and go into here. We'll find out quickly enough. There's a little thunder in our area, okay. I cannot get into the story here. We'll come back to that. So there's the storm. It's barely moving. It's just kind of drifting now more east. So I think this is going to get into into at least northern Prince George's County and northern in D.C. here, in the northwest part of D.C. And again, the main threats here are hail and heavy rain. There have been some strong winds, but if we take the radar off and we put on shear tracks, we don't see too much in terms of wind. There's a little wind of 41 miles an hour and over south of Potomac, or north of Potomac, south of Rockville, 31 mile an hour wind. I think the main problem with this is going to be hail. There are the hail tracks, and it is marching a little further south. And I think I'm really concerned about flooding. That's what I'm really concerned at this point in time. Pretty good crack there. So I may put this on loop here for a second, and I'm going to go out and get make an Instagram. All right. So just hold tight, everybody. I will be right. No, I'm doing Facebook Live. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. These are live mics, okay? Oh, that's okay. That's fine. You're not. Vicente, we're on the air over here. I mean, we're on Facebook Live. Oh, I apologize. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I don't know if you've been hearing me chat to myself, but that's what we've been doing. So I'm going to go back outside for a second, folks. Let's just see what's going on here. All right, I'm back. Thanks for hanging with me, everybody. I appreciate it. I went to Weather Terrace. Got a little video. It's not crazy heavy here in Northwest just yet, but I'll get back to your questions in 1 second, everybody. I'm just putting a little Instagram out. So. Trouble is, this is just not moving much, and that's what's concerning me, is the flooding. And the lightning's picked up too, but it's the flooding. I've seen this time and time again when these things just sit and produce rain, in tremendous amounts of rain. So the warnings still up for the district. Fairfax, Montgomery, there's a storm. At least it has a little bit more movement on it now, which is kind of nice. It didn't have that before. This is why it's not so bad here, because we're sort of just south of this line here, and most of the heavy activity is just north of us here, Broadcast House. But Silver Spring, you're getting hammered. East-West Highway, hammered. Headed into College Park, headed out 450, and I think it'll get to Bowie. I really do. It looks like it's going to get there. I don't see why it would not get there, actually. Okay, so let's go back here. I'll catch up to your questions if I can. Let's see what we have here. Manassas, I think you're okay in Manassas right now. Yeah, you're fine in Manassas. I don't see any. You can fire up the Barbie in Manassas. Joe, it's moving essentially east now, a little east-southeast. In Reston, Cassie, can you take your walk? Yes, you may take your walk. You're safe. If you hear thunder, get back in the house, however. Okay? Fredericksburg, no, you're fine. Cremate stays north of you. John, I think it stays north of southern Maryland. District Heights going to be close. It'll give you some rain. How heavy? It's going to be a close call. Kind of a glancing blow of the severe part of the storm anyway. I'm going to let that run for a second here. So we're still, not done with the flooding potential for this thing, and that's what I'm really concerned about, is the flooding. It worries me, because I know not everybody's home yet, and I'm worried about people trying to, drive through it and drive through a flooded street, and you just should not do it. It's just simply not worth it. We get tired of saying it, by the way. Getting back in Hagerstown, okay. Southern Maryland, Kelly, I don't think it's going to go down to Southern Maryland. I really don't. I don't think it's going to get down to Southern Maryland. Is it possible? Yes, but I think it's going to, you may have light rain, but I think in terms of the heavy activity, it'll stay north of 50 and maybe 450. Like Annapolis, Bowie line north. That's what I'm thinking right now. And we'll see if they extend these warnings. They might well extend them, but we'll see if they extend the warnings. By they, I mean the Weather Service. It'll depend on the if it still produces hail. So this is pretty good news. Let's go to this graphic. So Potomac, you're getting ready to dry out. You're done, I think, in Fairfax. You're done, except for the warning up here. But in terms of heavy rain, you got all kinds of rain. Dale Drive, yeah, Wheaton, Silver Spring, Sligo Creek, North Chevy Chase, and it's moving southeast. So you could see heavy rain, I would say, in this area. Okay, now you got a warning in Prince George's County. So yes, we have a new warning in Prince George's County and also in Arundel County. So that tells us a couple things. Storm is not getting any weaker. It has hail in it. It has strong winds in it. So yes, that is that's not a good thing. So if you're going out 200, ICC, trying to get in between DC and Baltimore is going to be a mess. No doubt about that. I think that hopefully folks will not try anything silly like driving through rain or anything. I just can't seem to keep your questions. I'll get to them. I'm doing a lot of other things here, but let's just see if we can, if I can get in here. I can't seem to get in here for some reason. Just hang on 1 second, will you? Stand by, please. What about Rehoboth? They'll get to Rehoboth eventually. I think it'll take a while. Hey, can I get into the story for a minute, please?
Oh,
Okay, great. Okay, thanks. Bye. Annapolis, yeah, I think Anna, they're going to get very close to Annapolis. Yes. It's going to be kind of on the border, but yes, I think so. Okay, I got to put this in, and then I will come back and get some more questions. So they've extended the warning now. In Arundel, Montgomery, Prince George's, 8:45. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. Let's go out of here. How long near Tacoma Park? Well, it's going to be a while, although it's moving a little bit now, but let's see here. There's College Park. Well, you're getting some activity now in Tacoma Park. You're getting heavy activity in Tacoma Park. It's going to be a while. Hey, Tom. It's going to be a while. I mean, if you just go back, you've still got a good part of the storm left to go through you. So it's Hammer and Tacoma Park, Sligo Creek, Silver Spring, East-West Highway, Powder Mill Estates. And really, I think it will get to, I'll widen back out here. I think it will get, like 450 is going to be kind of the threshold of its southern movement. So I think you're fine in Old Town. I think you're fine Upper Marlboro and Clinton. I think you're certainly fine right now in southern Maryland. Yeah, Dunkirk, Calvert County, you're fine, Cindy. I don't see any problem with that whatsoever. Pasadena, I think you're fine down there as well. I don't see any problem with that. We have a new flood warning now in effect. That covers parts of in Arundel County, a little sliver of Howard County, Montgomery County. And I've really been concerned with some of the flooding potential with this. Let's go ahead and just see. We'll talk about some of the storm reports with this storm. And it's winds up in Baltimore were crazy. Let's see if we have any reports closer to home. And I'm kind of concerned again about flooding. Yeah, we got some downed trees. We got some flooding. So let's see what we have. This is wires down, Clearwall Drive and River Road at Congressional Manor, 720. We've got flooding lane closed in Tuckerman. We've got 1 foot of water flowing over Stony Creek Road. So this is my concern. It's flooding with this storm. That's going to be the main threat with the storm is going to be the flooding. And I don't think that's going to change. I mean, it's moving a little better now, but that's my number one concern at this point. I'll widen back out just a hair. I'm going to put this into motion. Yeah. Okay, so again, District of Columbia late 15, Montgomery late 15, and then another one for Prince George's, Montgomery, and Arundel till 8:45. So those are the warnings. I will loop this for you. Plenty of thunder there. Yeah, Sally, they're kind of coming east a little bit. Yeah, Charles County, Maryland, Debbie, they're going to stay north of you. Springfield's staying north of you as well. I don't see any problem right now with that. Why are there no new ones in here? No. These are old. Let's go back out of here. Oh, daggone it. Uh-oh, George has no power. Uh-oh, sorry. Local storm report. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there's no mean, the storm reports are coming in there. They're not coming in where I kind of need them. I don't understand why they're not updating here. Let's see this one here. Nope. Okay, so we've got, let's see if I could get into, let's go back into here. Wheaton should be getting hammered right now. It was getting hammered. Baltimore, Baltimore, Chris did get 4 inches of rain in, well, about an hour and a half. Yes, that is true, yes. I'm going to try something I've never tried here before. I don't think I can do it. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. Let's see. Yeah, not going to work. Okay. Let's see if I can get into... Okay. Odenton, yeah, you're gonna get some rain there. Pasadena, it'll stay north of you, I think. I think you're gonna be okay there. Okay, hang on 1 second, everybody. I'm gonna put this over here. Oh no, I already have. Oh, good. Okay, now I'm gonna go over here. I will go back into here for a second. Okay. We've got wires down. Okay. Let's see what else we have. These reports, I mean, the flooding is what I'm really kind of concerned about here. What do we have here? Oh, this is Tuckerman. Tuckerman's closed. Yeah. Tuckerman Lane closed to flooding. Okay. And this flooding will take a while to go away, actually. Okay, so those are all the reports we have. Just for the heck of it, up here in Baltimore, I mean, I think they had a 71 mile an hour wind or 70 mile an hour wind at Fells Point. Numerous trees down portions of Baltimore City. So they were a little more fierce with winds up in Baltimore. For us now, these are the only 3 reports we have. We've got the wires down River Road and Clearwall Drive. We got Tuckerman Lane closed due to flooding, and we got a foot of water over Stony Creek Road. That's way out River Road, past Potomac. Doesn't surprise me. Now, let's go back to radar. I want to put up the warnings again. Will it make it to Kent Island? A good thunderstorm makes me sleep good. Well, it might, Diana. I don't think it's going to be as strong by the time it gets to Kent Island. Tomorrow, though, watch out. You'll sleep well tomorrow, Diana. Okay, so there's the storm, past couple hours. Okay? So the good news here, if we put the latest image up, the good news is Rockville, you're done. Darnestown, you're done. Potomac, you're done. Now, that said, you still have some flood warnings in effect, so don't let your guard down. But in terms of the heavy rain, now it's headed toward Bowie. I think it's going to kind of straddle 50, but I mean, some kind of heavy rain now in College Park, Silver Spring, Dale Drive, so getting hit hard. Going out Georgia, going out Connecticut, still some heavy rain. Up 29, BW Parkway, still heavy rain. Is Kellen, is Fredericksburg going to be affected by the storm? No. No, it's going to stay well north of Fredericksburg. No, this is a little tiny storm. There's a little storm up here now. It's kind of grown a little bit. Frederick up to Myersville. We'll loop this. Look how that storm's moving northeast and growing, while this storm down here is moving east, kind of drifting east-southeast. Crazy. Less lightning. let's just slice this. I sliced this earlier today on the air. I think it was 42,000 feet. Yeah, it's almost 50. Yep. Now, we don't see any, I don't see any hail. Looking for purple, well, magenta, pink, magenta. I don't really see any hail in that. I think the hail's calmed down a little bit, but I think the rainfall is still a real problem. I don't see any hail. No, I don't see any hail. Still a real problem with that. So there are the warnings. So we got the aerial flood warning now for Arundel, Howard, Montgomery, Prince George's. That goes till 2 a.m. This one behind it goes to 1 a.m. And it looks like this is the only severe thunderstorm warning we have now. Now it's increased again. So now it's 9 o'clock for Arlington, District of Columbia, Montgomery, and Prince George's. So that is a new updated warning until 9 o'clock. So this is I just am so concerned. I can't tell you how concerned I am about flooding, and folks not doing the right thing. We're going to decline that one. Yep. Okay. We're going to get rid of that one. Okay. So I'm really concerned about that. All right. So we're going to put this on the web here. Just hang on 1 second. So again, the warning goes till 9 o'clock in D.C. Okay. Clouds in Washington County. Yep. Okay, I bet. Glad you want to be on the Bay or Severn River right now. No, I'm glad you're not on that also. Okay, so we've got these two warnings, Anne Arundel, Montgomery 845, including Prince George's. I'm going to try to, let me take some stuff off so you can kind of get a better idea of where these warnings are if you're in the path of this warning. Okay, so there you go. So this warning here, Anne Arundel, Montgomery, Prince George's, it kind of goes right around 450. That goes until 8:45, and then this warning back here goes until 9 o'clock for parts of southern Montgomery and kind of western Prince George's County. Lightning's going back on. Well, actually, before I do that, when I do this, why don't we just see if there's any hail tracks here? Okay. Wow. I got some hail tracks in D.C. Let's see. 1.3 inches. Okay. So remember, that's one of the criterion for a severe thunderstorm warning. If it's hail an inch or larger in diameter, so like a quarter size, that will trigger the algorithm for a severe thunderstorm warning. And we have some hail, it looks like up here on 212 at 1.1 inches. So that will also trigger a severe thunderstorm warning as well. Davidsonville, Jen, I might make it to Davidsonville. It could. Yeah, it could, yeah. I mean, you're not in a warning yet, but it could. So there's the radar again. Hail in Frederick right now, really? Let's just go up here and check this out. This is going to become severe then. If you have hail, that is awesome, Karen. Let me see if this picks it up. Hail tracks? Not yet. Picked up some hail tracks here in that storm back in Charleston when that was under a warning. It's trying to pick up a little hail, 0.4 inches. How big is it, Karen? Is it like pea size? If it's pea size, that makes some sense. If it gets bigger, let me know. When will this clear Bethesda? Probably in a half an hour, I would say. But still heavy rain in Silver Spring, in Beltsville and Wheaton. Again, you're much better off now in Potomac and Rockville and Gaithersburg, but you're still under the aerial flood warnings, which means streams and rivers, low-lying areas can still be flooded for quite some time. Owen, hello. Thank you for joining. There's thunder in Temple Hills. I bet there is thunder in Temple Hills. Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a big little storm. Well, that's kind of ironic. It's a big storm. And this just sort of popped up around, I guess we saw it around 5 o'clock, and then in 5:30, and then it kind of back built, and then it just sort of sat there for a while. We can look at rainfall, and to give you an idea of why we have these flood warnings out. So let's just see here. So check this rainfall out. This was some kind of rain out here at River Road, 3.2 inches. So this is where the heaviest rain's been. Gaithersburg, kind of a Gaithersburg, Potomac, Rockville area. Even inside the Beltway, 2.9 inches, 3.2 inches. Now even the blue is almost 2 inches. So that's a pretty big area that received a bunch of rain in a short period of time. And why I'm still kind of concerned about some flooding. Even though the storm has passed you, if it stopped raining, doesn't mean you're done with the potential for flooding. So please, let's keep an eye on that. So these are the warnings now: 8:45 Anne Arundel, Montgomery, Prince George's, and then 9 o'clock DC, Montgomery, Prince George's. And we'll see if they extend these more. Jen, you welcome. Murray, you welcome. Hagerstown, Angie, I think you're okay in Hagerstown right now. Thunder in Northwest DC. Yeah, we heard thunder too here in Northwest a minute ago. So really, if we kind of widen back out, we still have a storm in Frederick that may or may not become severe. We'll see. Karen said she had hail. And then we have this storm, DC, Montgomery, Prince George's, very southern Montgomery County. Now it's going to be affecting more Prince George's County. And then that's about it till you cross the divide. Now, I will say, I think tomorrow's going to be more active. I think we're going to have more of a line of thunderstorms instead of these individual ones that pulse up and stay strong. I think we'll have more of a line as a prefrontal trough comes through tomorrow. We actually have a cold front coming through. I think we had one coming through. I got one coming through Thursday and Friday. The one on Friday will do some good. So the weekend looks really, really good. That has not changed at all. So let's loop this. These are the two storms, Frederick area. Again, that's drifting northeast. And then our friend to the south in Montgomery, Prince George's, is drifting more east. Almost east-southeast, really. And Karen, let me know if the hail gets bigger up in Frederick. Getting at Odenton now, okay. Let's zoom in and see where the heaviest rain can be here. Well, you're getting light rain in Odenton. Yeah, it'll get a little heavier, I think. But Beltsville, you're getting hammered. Ducattsville, it's on the way. College Park, you're getting hammered. You know, it's big storm, big storm. Yeah, Michelle, definitely the worst is yet to come in Odenton, absolutely. Angie, you welcome. College Park, heavy, heavy rain around Maryland Stadium, Greenbelt, Hyattsville. And we'll see how far south of, 450 it gets. It's drifting mainly east, but it's going to kind of straddle the line there. So Bowie, you're going to get hit. I think it'll make it to Annapolis before it dies down. And remember, even if you're not under the severe thunderstorm warning, the green boxes, those are aerial flood warnings. That's serious as well. No, you will not get anything in Charles County. You will not get anything in St. Mary's County. Nope. Nope, you will not. It is not your turn. You may grill out and listen to the thunder to your north, but these storms are not moving this way. I mean, these are not moving very fast. I'll track them at 12 miles an hour just for fun here. And we'll kind of get an idea where they could go. So Odenton, pretty close to now, the heaviest activity. Annapolis 947, and then Chester at 1036, Queenstown 1107, if it holds together. And I think it's going to hold together, to get to Annapolis. Queenstown, not so sure. Laurel's getting it. Yep, I'm sure you are on Laurel. Yep. So no, nothing in southern Maryland. I don't think it'll even hit Calvert County. I think it'll stay in Anne Arundel County and northern Prince George's County. The good news is storm in Baltimore has weakened because they got a tremendous amount of rain. I mean, a crazy amount of rain. So there's the loop. And let's just see what the storm in Frederick's doing here. So there's the loop. So that came out of the panhandle of West Virginia, was severe, then it weakened. That's kind of pulsed up again around Frederick. A better drive now up 270. Once you get past the spur, you're okay. Storms start tomorrow. Linda, our time frame tomorrow is 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. When will Beltsville be done? Not for a while. You got probably another 20 minutes of heavy rain and probably another 45 minutes of some rain. Tyrone in D.C., yeah, if you're in northwest D.C., there's a little bit. Well, now it's even into Georgetown, Howard University, but it's not into southeast just yet. But pretty heavy activity now. Western Avenue, Wisconsin Avenue, as you head in toward Broadcast House, down toward the waterfront there in Georgetown, and also Howard University, pretty big, and Petworth, some pretty big rains right now. Kim is crazy in Beltsville. Yeah, it's been crazy in Beltsville for a while. I mean, it will calm down a little bit now. Now you just have sort of light rain in Wheaton and up toward Randolph Road, a little heavier patch, Aspen Hill, out Veers Mill, Stony Brook. That's kind of a little back builder. It's kind of an outlier. This is the main storm we're tracking right there, and that's the one. So I got to tell you, the flooding just concerns me. That's just what concerns me most. Let's go see if we have any new storm reports in. Okay, let me just let's just see what we have coming in here. Anything new? Nope, same ones. Okay. Okay. That 71 mile per hour wind gust up at Fells Point, that's pretty impressive, actually. Okay, so big picture. You welcome, Linda. Kim, you welcome. Charles County, Marty, no, you're fine in Charles County. I don't see anything tonight. There's the big picture. That's a monster little storm. It's just a monster storm. Look at that. It was really miserable during the height of the commute going out Old Georgetown Pike and going out Route 7 and going out River Road. Now it's miserable if you're not home. Silver Spring, Laurel, Beltsville, Frederick. Let's see what's severe here. So we still have these two warnings. And Arundel, Montgomery, Prince George's. ICC looks like a mess. Odenton, you're getting the heavy rain. You're about to get the heavy rain. And I think it's going to drift into Bowie, Annapolis. I don't know how far south in D.C. it's going to get. I don't think it's going to get to Upper Marlboro and Prince George's County. I don't. I think Clinton, you're okay. Brandywine, you're okay. And you're certainly okay in southern Maryland and down toward Fredericksburg, across the river. By Crofton. Okay, usually misses you. Okay. Well, let's see. I mean, that's possible. It doesn't have much. It just doesn't have a lot of movement on it. But I think it's going to get to Annapolis. I do. Crownsville. Maybe to London town. We'll see how far south it gets of 50. So there are your warnings. Still got the warning. Linda, you welcome. Betty, I'm not sure I understand your question. Fire that again, Timmy, will you? Let's go back up into Frederick and just see if there's any hail tracks on this puppy. Shall we? No. Okay. So that's just probably a heavy storm in Frederick. Kim, you probably had some pea-sized hail. I'm not sure exactly where you were in Frederick. That's now moving northeastward toward Libertytown, Lewistown. But the severe storm right now, the only severe storm we have is this monster here, the district. It's about to clear Montgomery County. And now it's going to be all in College Park and still in Beltsville and Seabrook. Heavy wind and rain in College Park. Okay, thank you, Allison. Good report there. Any hail? Yes, Rhonda, good advice. You don't want to just try to cross a flooded street or a car. You just can't do it. It just doesn't. You know, the risk reward is not great. If you're a golfer, you know that saying. You know, what's the risk? What's the reward? Is it really that great? No. Turn around. I mean, just turn around. It's just much. You know, it just doesn't make any sense to do that. Hey, Richard, just tuned in. Okay, well, we're tracking this one big storm. It's been severe for quite some time, and flooding is my main concern. There's a little bit of hail to it, but I think the flooding is the big problem here. Okay, so we still have those in effect. So now we're going to just say this. Okay, great. Let's go back into here. I'll just fire out a tweet real fast while you guys ask some more questions. Allison, no hail. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so, Chris, tornado threat, none today. There's a low threat tomorrow, a low threat of that tomorrow. Heavy rain, just hammering College Park in Greenbelt. Wow, Bladensburg, hammered. Riverdale Road, hammer time. Florida Avenue, not much. And I don't know, you know, what I'm kind of thinking here is I don't think it gets much below this line. So it might hit Queen Anne, might hit FedEx, but District Heights, I think you're okay. The airport, you're okay. Certainly Southern Maryland, you're okay. That's what I'm thinking right now. It just has not moved very far, very fast. I mean, if I widen this radar out and we loop it, okay. Let's see, we're going to loop this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's moving at a grand total of about 9 miles per hour. Thus the flooding problem. Okay, they trimmed this warning a little bit. You can see how they trimmed this one a little bit back here around Silver Spring. But this warning is still full on for the district and Arundel, Montgomery, Prince George's. I think flooding is the biggest threat with this. Ryan, something towards Thurmont. Yeah, we did. We did indeed. There it is right there. It's kind of split off from the Frederick. And this is actually drifting toward Thurmont. Yep. Heavy rain. I don't see anything severe with that. But yes, it moved through Frederick. Look at this one massive storm. So there are your warnings. Hailing in Petworth. Ooh, Rhonda, thank you. Wow. Thank you. Let's check that out, shall we? Let's just check this out. Okay. I could see hail, Brandywine. McLean Gardens, maybe a little hail, okay. Hyattsville, not super big hail, but okay. The blue here is, the dark blue, is 1.3 inches. Okay. So, yeah, well, that's why they continue to keep the warnings going, because of the hail. That's one of the criterion they need for the warning. And so if it has hail, oh, whoops, there was Petworth right there. If it has hail in it, then that's good. It has to be an inch in diameter, obviously, but okay, yeah, I see a little hail in Petworth in Rock Creek Cemetery. Okay, in that area, 13th, 29th. Okay, great, good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, Douglas from New York, how are you? Edward from Southern California. Okay. So there's the hail, Tenley Town, Beach Drive. So again, that's why they have a severe thunderstorm warning on it. But even if they were to take the warning down, I don't want folks to let their guard down, because flooding is still a huge, huge issue. And that's still a pretty big storm. So the northern third of Prince George's County going to get hammered already into College Park, Powder Mill Road, Beltsville, hammered. You know, it's a little better now in Wheaton and Aspen Hill. Silver Spring, you're about to clear out of the heavy rain. Northwest DC, you're about to clear out of the heavy rain. But don't look now, it's just going to move toward Bowie and Annapolis. Sharon, Laurel, yeah, you're about to clear out of the heavy rain in a little bit. Probably 10 more minutes of moderate to heavy rain, 15, 20 of showers itself. Hope that helps a little bit. Let's, I really want to go back and see if we have any new storm reports. I just feel that there should be some more storm reports in here. Okay, there are some more storm reports, so let's see what we have now. So now we have that one before. We had that one before. We have trees down on Glen Road in Travella. Okay. Okay, so we can send that out. I mean, there was some wind with these storms, especially in Baltimore. Less so for us. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. See, these are going to be new reports, stuff we don't have yet. Flooding on Bradley, tree down blocking 7 locks. Bradley. Okay. Okay. Douglas, where are you located? Not so sure where you're located. Okay, so we've got a tree down blocking 7 locks. Bradley Boulevard. Of course, that was, oh, that's right now. Kensdale Road impassable. So these are the reports that I was worried about. Vehicle in high water. Daggone it. That's what I'm concerned about. Okay, let's see what else we have in here that's new. Let's go in a little more. What else do we have? Tree down, we got that one. We got that one. Numerous trees reported down throughout Bethesda. Flooding on that, we got that one. Numerous trees down in Chevy Chase. Okay. Okay. So the car in high water concerns me on Bradley and Kensdale. That's just concerning, and that's what we worry about here. A lot of lightning and thunder in Greenbelt. I imagine so. Okay. Let's see the latest here. Okay, so it's a little more clear now. Well, it's clear, a little more clear. I think it's more clear. So there's just the one warning, severe thunderstorm warning for Anne Arundel County, Montgomery County, Prince George's County. No longer in the district, and no longer in Montgomery. I'm sorry, is a sliver of Montgomery County till 8:45. Okay. So they canceled the other one that went until 9 in the district. They canceled that one. So that's good. That's some good news. Okay. All right, so really that is not in there, I don't think. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of that. So the flooding is an ongoing concern. The severe thunderstorm warnings are shrinking a little bit, which is good. Let's see, more questions. St. Mary's County, no, Tina, you're fine. St. Mary's County, Riverdale, how long in Riverdale? Probably another 15, 20 minutes or so in Riverdale. I'm going to just tweet this out for a second here. So it's still, I mean, the heavy rain is really my biggest concern. Yeah, it has a little bit of hail, but the heavy rain and flooding is a huge concern. What is it? Oh, 8:45, sorry. Whoopsie. Lightning and thunder in southeast near Benning Road. Okay, thank you, Tyrone. Appreciate that. Good info. Let me know if you have any hail. Okay. Ooh, so close, so close. Okay. Uh-oh. They just took it off. Ooh. They just took the severe thunderstorm warning off. That's good news. Okay, that's good news. See that, everybody? Okay, so now we just have the flood warning in effect. We have these flood warnings now in effect. So that's good. That's great. So we have the flood warnings in effect. We don't have any more severe thunderstorm warnings for the time being. That's great. That is fantastic. Well, Richard, I think I'm going to be a little too busy to do that for you right now. I got to swap this out here. Okay, so this is great news that we just have no severe thunderstorm warnings. We just have flood warnings. That's great. Okay. So, hey, from Manassas, you're fine. Sharon, tell me where you are. I'll tell you when it's going to stop. Thunder and lightning in southeast. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Okay, so this tells me a couple things. It tells me that the hail's gone and the winds are gone. So that's great. And they're not going to extend the warning. They canceled the one that went to 9 o'clock and they let the 8:45 expire. So that's pretty good. If you're in Silver Spring now, you're done. Rockville, you're done. These aerial flood warnings, though, still mean that there could be flooding around streams and rivers and flood-prone areas. And that can go on for a long while, a little longer than a flash flood. So please be advised. Up to the north, this storm run through Thurmont's almost over. Frederick, you just have light rain. You're almost done. And then we're in pretty good shape after that. Now, that said, we're going to probably do something like this all over again tomorrow. Tomorrow has a better mechanism for more widespread storms, almost like a line of storms as opposed to a pop-up here, pop-up there. So that's what we're concerned about tomorrow, okay? Hey, Nancy, yep, you're hearing it in Greenbelt. I bet you are, yep. So I'm going to drop off now. If they issue another warning, I will come back on Facebook Live. But remember, download our app. It's free. It's been updated. You can follow the warnings along with me. And you can track the storms along with me, too. So that's good news. Flood warnings, aerial flood warnings still up. But in terms of the other activity, it's a little better right now. So thanks for hanging. I'm going to get a little bit of dinner, and we'll talk about the risk of severe weather tomorrow, tonight at 11 o'clock. I'll leave you with a little bit of a loop going, okay? I'll leave you a little bit of a loop going, and you can kind of see where this storm is headed. But other than that, I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks, everybody.